Chill, did Young Miami really allow Diddy to use her underage kids as a distraction in exchange for money? Now, y'all already know Miami loves a good payday, but it looks like she took it a little too far this time around because a source very close to her just exposed her for getting paid over six figures by Diddy in order to use kids as a distraction from his messy lawsuit with Cassie and all of the other very serious allegations that have been thrown at him recently. Not only that, but Diddy paid thousands of dollars to paparazzi to get in on it as well to gain some sympathy from the public. Now, if y'all have been keeping up with everything that's going on, then y'all know things just keep getting worse for Diddy by the minute. Just a few days ago, two more women filed a lawsuit against him, and it looks like, unlike Cassie, they ain't planning on settling at all, and they are sure to make sure he ends up in jail. As if that wasn't bad enough, a blind item very close to Miami just spilled the tea about how Diddy recently gave Miami a load of cash to use her kids to distract people from what's going on right now. Now, if y'all remember, when the news first broke about Cassie's lawsuit, Miami was dead silent and barely posted on social media for days. But she suddenly popped out again by posting a very cute video of her and her kids going to the Dolphins game and just having a really good time. But a blind item is now alleging that the post wasn't as innocent as it looked because Diddy paid her over six figures to post it. He knew that the first post Miami would make would cause a lot of commotion online, so by her posting her kids, it would help to distract people from his very messy lawsuit with Cassie. The source said, speaking of distractions, the subject in number 4 instructed his current girlfriend to have a social media blitz, showing off herself and kids in public and how happy they appeared to be. The extra six figures she got over the weekend probably helps a lot with the willingness to go all in. But of course that didn't work at all because people continued to drag him on social media. And as expected, he and his PR team just came up with a second plan. Now, some of y'all may have already seen it, but just a few days ago, Page 6 leaked some paparazzi photos of Diddy looking real sad and remorseful. Well, according to the blind item, this was also another very desperate attempt to get some sympathy from the public. Diddy and the paparazzi reportedly tried a bunch of different poses to get the right shots before posting it to social media. The blind item said, speaking of calling the paps, this mogul slash wannabe rapper called them to make it look as if he were grieving and struggling and sick about what was happening to him. They went through about 20 minutes of poses. Child, Diddy is a whole clown for this because what made him think a bunch of paparazzi shots of him looking a hot mess and pictures of Miami going out with her kids was gonna make us forget about anything that Cassie accused him of in that lawsuit. But honestly, I'm not surprised Miami went along with this because y'all already know she's down to do literally anything as long as that check gets cleared. And also, this isn't the first time that Diddy has used her to gain support from the public. In fact, people have been speculating for a while now that he only got with her in the first place to use her image to rebrand himself. And it was even rumored about a year ago that Miami broke up with him after he cut her monthly allowance from $500K to $200K. Apparently, she felt very offended when Diddy reduced her allowance because they agreed on her getting $500K a month in exchange for her to cosplay as his girlfriend in public. This was later confirmed by a source who spoke exclusively to Media Takeout. The source said the couple split after Diddy decided to reduce the monthly allowance he's been paying Carisha from $500K a month to just $200K. Diddy gave Miami a credit card with a $500,000 per month spending limit, and she used every cent of it. Diddy recently decided to downgrade his bae and her spending limit to just $200,000 a month, and that reportedly caused trouble in their relationship. It's not like he cut her off completely. He just cut back a little. This was also exposed by Jaguar Wright, who said Miami was probably doing some unspeakable things for Diddy, and that's why $200K was not enough for her to stay in that relationship.
What the f is going on in that relationship that $250K Could see some things. Could see some things.
That ain't worth 250K. That's got to be some dark Like, people are not understanding that girl quit 250K. Well, I'm sorry, $1 million every quarter.
Shit.
Now, she was getting $2 million a quarter, but then she got, got going on. That's so deep that it ain't worth $1 million a quarter.
And according to what Diddy did to Cassie, I don't even want to begin to imagine what Diddy makes Miami do. Anyways, as y'all can see, this isn't the first time that Diddy used Miami. And to be honest, it worked in the past. I mean, everybody was talking about them. And Miami even got to successfully launch her talk show on Diddy's network, Revolt TV. But I don't think it's gonna work out this time around because the allegations against him are too serious, and really no amount of publicity stunt can pull him out of this one. In fact, just a few days ago, 2 women also filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against him for the same exact things that Cassie sued him for. One of them goes by the name of Joy Dickerson Neal, and she claims in her lawsuit that Diddy and SA'd her back in 1991 when she was still a college student. Diddy reportedly took her to dinner at a restaurant and slipped a in her drink when she left to use the bathroom. He later brought her to a place he was staying to SA her, video recorded the act, and showed the footage to many people. Now, his third victim, on the other hand, has kept her identity a secret, and she also accused Diddy and his friend Aaron Hall of SAing her in Aaron's apartment. She claimed that even days after the incident, Diddy came to her house and choked her till she passed out. And according to sources, there are more victims who are preparing to come out with their stories too. It looks like Cassie's lawsuit did exactly what a lot of Diddy's victims needed for them to come out and share what he put them through. And as for Young Miami, well, fans were not here for her allowing Diddy to use her and her kids as his little puppets to sway the public into sympathizing with him. And better believe they dragged her to filth for it. One person said, "I'm not trying to be funny, but this man is despicable. If he wants to pay Young Miami 6 figures for a cover-up, it says a lot about her as a woman. It's sad." Another person said, "I mean, when those photos of Diddy acting distraught didn't make me feel sorry for him. I was just like, oh, good. Karma is doing its work. So if it's on purpose, it didn't work in his favor." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Miami allowing Diddy to use her kids to gain some sympathy? And do y'all think Diddy is desperate enough to pay Young Miami over 6 figures to help him distract the public? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.